Hello and welcome to day 186 in this quest for a 2000 rapid rating on chess.com. Alright, so let's find an opponent. We're at 1724 now, playing a 1709 player, and I have the black pieces. Alright, I'm going to try the Caro-Kann, which I've been playing lately. So they take the center. We want to go ahead and capture their central pawn. Now we can attack the knight. Okay, here we go with one of these crazy openings. I think the best thing to do is to immediately attack that knight, but they're probably going to take here, and then we're going to have this difficult. Let's do it. Here we go. Are they going to give up the knight? Yes. So we go after that. Now, what do we do here? We could pin that knight with our bishop. So that's a possibility. Do we pin the knight? I think I remember seeing one of the best moves is to push forward. No. All right. I'm going to just go ahead and pin that. Oh, they can still go there anyway because it's a check. I just screwed up, didn't I? Man, I have trouble with that opening. I need to figure out, what is best to play against that opening. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a check. Now what? Now what? What a disaster. It's like I almost want to resign now because I'm in trouble. Huh. Yeah, now I'm just very limited on what I can do. We go there. Okay. Now what? What is the material at? They're ahead by a pawn. All right. Well, let's just go there and block that bishop. Now I'm just fighting being down here. All right. Should we develop the other? Might as well develop here. Okay, so all right, now we have that move. We could deliver a check. So maybe we do that. We deliver a check, but then they can block, and I don't really like that. So if we go here, they could go after our bishop. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Now what? At least we have counterplay and we got a pawn back. Huh. Man, I have trouble with this opening. I'm going to have to do some studying on this. What is this open? The Alien Gambit. I definitely need to work on this one. All right, at least they're thinking about this one. Where is this person from that I'm playing? Catalonia. I think I'd have to look on the map to see exactly where Catalonia is. All right, so we have a check. Okay, we'll go after that. Okay, go after that. Problem is they're going to check our king. So if I take, he checks with the queen, then I move, then he's going to grab that knight. So before I make this move, let me double check everything. If I move and let him, okay. Where are we at? They're ahead. Huh. All right. But if I grab that knight, let's see. Oh, maybe that does work. I can block with the knight. No, because then they can just take. Oh, but they can't because there's a discovered attack. All right. So now, what do I do here? I just protect that knight with the other knight, bringing it forward. All right. Well, now maybe I can save that knight by dropping getting out of this pin. I think maybe better would have been to push their pawn, and then take that knight on the next move. So now, might as well just move down here. Okay. Well, we're behind, or we're ahead in material, so we might as well try and trade off more material. All right. Or should I keep this bishop? Because now I'm ahead by +1. It'd be better to trade material. If I try and go down here, I'm just going to attack there. Okay. That'll just help my opponent fix their isolated pawn. So I am going to just line up on their queen and their isolated pawn there. Okay. Well, now we should just take. But what do we... Well, we have to take with the knight, so I don't even have to think there. All right. Huh. Okay. What now? What now? Should we move our... If we move our king up, we could also just go here, targeting. I think that's probably the best way to go. We just go that way and go after that pawn, try and open things up. Okay. Well, what now? If we trade queens, I'm ahead by one because I have that one extra pawn. So, what now? If I attack the queen and grab that pawn, or do I go the other way here? Oh, okay, I might have a winning maneuver here. All right. If I go here, that's probably the best move. I'm attacking the queen. I think that's the way to go. So we go there. Oh, yeah, this is a mistake for them. Oh, no, well, maybe not. Oh, maybe. If... No, that doesn't work. We probably have to trade queens here. And then we can check. We can trade off the rooks. I thought I had something there, but maybe not. Probably, well, I'm in check, so I have to pretty much take here. So we'll go there. Now I can check. Or a better move might be to move here. Huh. All right. Do I go up here and move to the second rank, targeting the pawns? Maybe that's the best way to go. All right, what is best here? What is best? Target the pawns, maybe. All right. I thought, earlier I thought I could go up here and the king would have to come out, but he can just block with his. So maybe I go here. He blocks. Then I go here. And I don't know, I could go back and forth for a draw, maybe, or try one. All right, anyway, might as well go here. All right. Now, what next? Huh. Do I just go back and forth and try and get a draw out of this? Let's see. What else do I have? If I take, then what? I mean, I still have an advantage, but I don't know if I like it enough. If I take, he goes here. I can move my bishop up, targeting the pawns. Huh. All right. Anyway, I might as well go up here. Now what? Do we just go back and forth for a draw? Or, no, I don't think I have any other options. So we go back to there. So now, if I take, or if I took up there and the king ended up here, I think I'm going to go for the safe draw because his time is so much higher than mine. All right, yeah, I know that was kind of boring. Maybe it wasn't the finish that you would have liked, but my time was so low and they had way more time than me. I didn't want to drag this out and then get in trouble in an end game. Okay, game review. We'll do a quick game review and then look at some computer analysis. All right. So now, what did we have there? 3 great moves for them, 1 for me. Looks like I played it at 83.4 level. They played at 75.4. Yeah, I messed up enough to where they were winning. They should have won that game. I mean, I guess I should have kept my lead. I'm going to have to take a closer look at this and figure out what I should have done. Wow, I had 2 blunders. Okay. Let's look at the bad moves. It looks like inaccuracies. They had 1, I had 0. They had 2 mistakes and 2 misses. I had 1, or they had 1 blunder, but I had 2 blunders. Wow, we definitely need to look at those. They played at a 1600 level. I played at 2050. So in the opening, they played at 86.5 and I played at 78.5 accuracy. Middle game, I played a better middle game. And in the end game, they played 100% accuracy in the end game. All right. Well, I'll go through these quickly. We can see what the blunders were. Okay, this is a blunder. I played the best move. Now that was a mistake. I forgot about this blunder. Yeah, I forgot all about that. They can just jump forward there. It's not really pinned because of the check. So that was a bad move. I should have brought the pawn up. Yeah, that pawn move would also prevent, the surprise check. So it looks like I should have brought the pawn up. We'll look at that in the analysis. So let me keep on moving here. Yeah, now of course they can take that. I'm behind now. All right, so that was a mistake apparently. Huh. They should have taken my knight. Wow. So the best move was to take, and to take there. So once again, they really wanted them to take my knight. Oh, because I guess I wouldn't be gaining much. I'd get a pawn. I'd give up I guess I'd get a pawn and a rook, but I'd give up two minor pieces, and then they'd have a bishop versus a knight in an endgame with pawns on both sides. So, yeah, my opponent definitely had their chances. So that is the best move there. And, that was not good. They should have moved their king forward, apparently. And then I thought, okay, so that was a blunder. Oh, wow. Apparently I had a way better move. If I brought my queen up to h4, but what would I do if they started attacking my queen? Anyway, yeah, that would have been a better move. So continuing on here, that's a mistake. Yeah, they should have pushed their pawn and they could have grabbed my knight there. So the best move, that would have made the game almost even again. Well, I'd have about a one pawn equivalent advantage. All right, so apparently it would have been better to take with the bishop. But I didn't want him pinning my bishop to my rook. Man, I don't know. I guess I could have moved back with my bishop, but... All right, let's look at some analysis here. We'll go back to the beginning, see what should have been played in this crazy alien gambit. I definitely need to figure out what is best to play against that. So we start with the regular Caro-Kann, capture in the center, they recapture, and now here the best move for them is to go ahead and take. And then I have to double pawns. I would capture with the E pawn, but that helps open up the center, and I can get my bishop out faster. I can castle quickly. So they play this move, and it says black is just ahead here. Now, apparently this is where I should play c5. So it looks like that is the best move. c5. If they take, then I can take their queen. So let's see. Here the best move is what? Bishop to b5 check. I should block with my bishop. We exchange bishops and my knight would come to the center. But what if they captured there? Well, then it looks like I should go ahead and take. they have to take. And then what do they want? Knight up to c6 or e6. Apparently e6, but man, that blocks in my bishop, but I probably need that because next they recommend checking, maybe not, bishop to e3. Anyway, I don't know if I like this. I mean, I have a pawn majority on the king side, but then they have 4 versus 2, even though these are doubled up. Oh, I'm also, targeting that, I guess. Okay. I just need to remember that, I guess, in the next time I play this. Push that pawn early. Like right now, instead of that move, which it says that's still good, but c5 is better. And now after this capture and I capture, they bring their knight out, which is the best move. Once again, it looks like I should play c5. So if I play c5, they have bishop to c4 check. I should block. Queen to e2. All right. Queen to e2. And then now they recommend knight to c6. So then after knight to e5 check, the recommendation is to go to g8. And then they should take. I should take. D takes c5. Bishop takes. And then they could take this other pawn. Why do they not want them to take that pawn? If they take, then what? Oh, that's a mistake because of what? King up to h7. Why is that any good? King up to h7. Bishop takes c8. Oh, because their king is stuck in the center there. And here, rook to e8, or even better is, just to capture there. So if we capture, they can still block with bishop to e3. All right, so the game should have gone maybe something like that, or I could have tried to play that, but instead we have this horrible blunder, which is like pretty much losing the game. They found the first best move, and now it looks like I should go king to e8 instead. Huh. Yeah, because that, when I move my king to g8, they can check. So if I go to e8, they'll just take. All right, anyway, it ended up something similar to that. We go there, they take. Now my best move is what? Knight to d5, so I did find that move. And queen to e2 would have been better, immediately threatening to capture that pawn with check. So after this, queen to f6. But at this point, I'm just kind of losing. They like that move. The fork is best. All right, here I should have ignored that and played what? The queen move. I should have just developed my queen. Huh. All right, that was good, but knight to b4, apparently attacking the bishop would have been better. Oh, they don't like that. They want bishop back to d6. So here, that is a missed opportunity. Apparently, they should have just, have taken. I take, then what? Bishop to d2, then I capture, queen captures, and they have a bishop pair. Wow, for my rook. So yeah, that would have been kind of ugly. So missed opportunity for them. Here I capture, they capture. So once again, they should take my knight here with the pawn. And that is a mistake. So I found the best move, the discovered check. King to e2 would have been better. So now I'm kind of winning at this point. So, but I overlooked the best move. So I play this. That is another blunder, even though black's still ahead after that. So I should have gone here. Then I would think they would play g3, but they could just try and develop another piece by going here. And then what? Then they recommend king to h8 to get out of the line of fire. But if they played g3, then, then we have a check. King over to g1. And now what? Queen to f5. Threatening. Queen back to e2. Yeah, so I don't know. It's saying black would be winning after this, but it's still kind of complicated. All right, in the game, we went this way. So that was a mistake. They should have immediately targeted my knight with this pawn. So I get out of the pin, and now the attack on my bishop. That was best to target their bishop. And then here, apparently I should have taken. What? If I take and they take, then what? Queen to c5. Oh, that gives me time. Wow, that's kind of tricky. So it's saying I should have gone here. And if they take, then I go here, threatening a mate. So they would have to play queen to e3. And then I should take that pawn. Wow, okay. So in the game, I line up here. Now the threat is to capture, and the pawn is pinned to the queen. So they capture, I capture. At this point, I'm winning. So let's see what I could have done better. Bishop to c5 is the best move, so I found that move. Apparently g3 is best for them, maybe. Oh, now it's saying this queen move is best. So here, it looks like capturing with the bishop is way better. Huh. If I captured with the bishop instead, well now, if they capture, or they could capture with the queen too. Huh. Or sorry, they could capture with the queen or the rook. So they're saying g3 would be a better move here, or queen to b3. So what if they capture this way? Oh, I can pin that to the queen. Yeah, so this wouldn't be a good move because I have queen to f7, pinning the rook to the queen. All right. So what if they capture immediately with the queen? Well, then I should capture. Rook takes. Then I grab this pawn out of it. All right. Okay, back to what happened in the game. We had capture there. They go that way. So that's the best move to capture. Now what? Oh, wow. Knight to e4. So I overlooked that move. I should have brought my knight into the game. I played that, which was just a good move, but apparently this is better because I can pile up on that pawn. Well, what if they just attack my knight? So if they attack my knight, oh, I'm threatening to go after the rook. Wow, I'm threatening to go here. And then if they move, I can grab their rook. Huh. So, they're saying g3 is the best move to play here. All right, yeah, I overlooked that move, the knight, advancing the knight like that. So instead, I go here. That's the best move. Rook to d1 is best. So apparently it's best just to go back and forth here. And that was the move that I missed, was bringing that knight up into the game. All right. Well, I had my chance. I guess I kind of blew it there, but, I got a draw with the black pieces. And it looks like, I did drop one rating point to 1723. Okay. Feel free to leave comments, like, and subscribe to support the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and have a super chess day.